Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boyz commentary.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105. I know. You guys are saying, Simon, it's Tuesday. It's not Thursday. I know. But we have to do what we have to do at the end of the day, right? Well, that's exactly what needs to be done. Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to my studio. This is Reggae Boyz commentary. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. Really, really appreciate it. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So, how is everybody doing? Well, I hope you guys know that and are aware. Grimmy Family Production, how are you doing? Are you related to Coach Grim? Boy, I tell you. But yeah, guys, what I want you guys to do is basically have a look, if you haven't already, at the videos that were posted in relation to these topics. Simon's thoughts about the pool as it relates to 2023 for goalkeepers, central defenders, left backs, right backs, and now we've gone to the number nines. That's right, the center forwards. And that's basically what we're looking at this point in time. So hopefully you guys are able to basically have a look at that. And from there, we can process your thoughts as it relates to everything in relation to your thoughts about the number nines, what Jamaica needs in that aspect. So what I want us to do at this point in time is break down some numbers. And after we break down the numbers, we can speak into certain factors that are imperative to be highlighted. All right. So As we know, the final round of the World Cup qualifiers, Jamaica scored 12 goals in 14 games. Right? That's less than 1 goal per game. Right? You follow me? 12 goals in 14 games. That's less than a goal per game. Right? The 2018 World Cup qualifying cycle was a compelling one. Jamaica took on Nicaragua home and away and scored 4 goals in 2 games there. Right? Cool. In the final round, Jamaica scored 2 goals in 6 games. So that's 8 games would include the Guatemala game. 6 goals in 8 games, still under a goal a game. Yeah, see where I'm going with this, right? And then we go to 2014, where Jamaica scored 5 goals in 10 games in the final round. But in the semi-final round, Jamaica scored 9 goals in 6 games. So 6 and 10, that's 16 games altogether. 9 and 5, 14. 14 goals in 16 games, still under a goal a game. Still under a goal a game. Still under a goal a game. And when we go back to the 2010 World Cup qualifying campaign, 13 goals in the first 2 games, 2 games, right? Against Bahamas. 8 games played. In the final round, Jamaica scored 6 goals in 6 games. Jamaica scored 19 goals in 6 games in the 2010 qualifiers. Let's say you remove the games against Bahamas, then that's the last time that Jamaica were averaging a goal per game in World Cup qualifiers specifically. And if we want to go back to the 2006 cycle, Jamaica scored 11 goals in 8 games. So the 2010, the 2006 cycle were the last times where Jamaica averaged more than a goal per game in the final round of World Cup qualifying. So for many cycles, goals has been a significant Achilles heel. Goals has been the area that needs to be worked on tremendously. Goals has been a factor that has stopped things. And it's quite simple, guys. Without goals, you're not going to win, right? So that's the scenario there. So going into this cycle, this needs to happen. This is something that needs to be important. This cycle in particular, 2026, goals has to be the priority. So when we look at our number nines, they have to be clinical and on form tremendously. That's something that needs to happen. So let's ensure that it is something that is done. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Grimmy family entertainment. Any news on first day trial? My understanding was a productive day where the coach had the players and the coach was generally speaking pleased from what he saw. So that's a positive sign. Christopher Anderson, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. You're doing well. What about Nick Dearly? Christopher Anderson. Nick Dearly? Nick Dearly. Nick Dearly. It's a compelling name. Nick Dearly. Interesting. Interesting. Not sure of the details with Nick at this point in time, but we'll follow up to ensure we get the latest for you guys. ARC, accuracy, reliability, and credibility. ARC, ARC, or CAR, credibility, accuracy, reliability. No, ARC sounds better, doesn't it? Accuracy, reliability, credibility. I'm sure you guys appreciate that more. So for me, the top 3 players that needs to be in the number 9 pool for Jamaica in this calendar year. The first man on this list is none other than Shamar Amaro Nicholson, aka Boza. 25 years old, 6'4", and currently at Spartak Moscow. Right now, he has 10 goals and 32 appearances for his country. And if there's any man right now that personally could challenge Luton Shelton's record of 35 international goals, for me, it would be Shamar Boza Nicholson. That is the man to do that. Since moving to Slovenia and then to Belgium and now to Russia, it just feels an additional oomph in his game. It feels as though since he has gone there, specifically to Russia speaking, that he's enjoying his football more. You can see him smiling on the field more, even in training sessions. And that is the best thing in life. When you're comfortable in an environment, it's an absolute pleasure. You know that whatever's coming your way, it's in a good note. So from that standpoint, lots of praise for the work that has been done. Tenacious, hardworking, driven. Yeah, sure. Sure. Boza Nicholson. Ian Campbell says Jamaica needs strikers badly. Number 9 is it's an area that's certainly reinforcement, strengthening. Siobhan Pierce says, good night, Simon. Good evening. How are you doing, Siobhan? Hope you're doing well, Simon, and good night to the chat also. I'm doing well. How are you and the family doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Pleasant evening, I would say. Yesterday was very cold on the island, I don't want to say cold, but it was chilly because unless you're in minus degrees, you don't know what cold is. No, but in seriousness though, I think yesterday Jamaica got a lot of the cold fronts from the United States, and you don't even need a air condition to sleep with at nighttime during this period of time. So from that standpoint, it's been good. It's been really, really good. So that's how I feel. Oh, NICU Daily. Oh, Christopher Anderson says NICU Daily. Oh, okay. I understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah, NICU Daily, you returned to the island. You returned to the island playing in the JPL. Kind of disappointed that is something that happened because Charlton Battery liked him for the work that he did. NICU Daily can show what he's doing, and then sometime in the summer, gain a move overseas. That's what I'm hoping that will happen. And from there, we'll press forward. I know you guys have been asking about others as well. Well, it's about time to let you know about Roderick Granville and Shantamoy Taylor. So Roderick Granville and Shantamoy Taylor have returned to Jamaica. Their deals in Brazil have ended, and they are now seeking other opportunities. The players have made it clear that their preference is not to play in the Jamaica Premier League. They'll prefer to look at opportunities that lie overseas. So hopefully that's the situation right now. Just got in from work and awaiting information on the camp today and saw your video, so I wanted to drop by and show my support. Thank you. Really appreciate it, guys. If you haven't already, smash the like button. If you haven't already, smash the like button. Smash the like button. And in addition to smashing the like button, smash the subscribe button as well. All right? Smash the subscribe button and smash the like button. All right? So, would really appreciate it. Would really appreciate it, guys. So, that's that. But in relation to your question in particular, Mr. Peart, day one of camp was indeed today. And day one of camp was productive at the JFF Captain Horace Center of Excellence. There was some encouraging signs, really encouraging signs from the session, especially from the coaching staff. The players worked on some tactical work today. They worked with possession. They also had some work in relation to, well, coach had a chat with the entire group as well about different things. And the drills today that I did, a lot of it was one touch, two touch. There are some aspects of it among those lines of the one touch, two touch of possession. And there were some finishing drills as well. So I'm sure the head coach, Jaime Helgrimson, will be pleased based on what he saw. And he can say, okay, perhaps this person can work well for me in Mexico, or that person can work well for me in a friendly match, you know. That's something for us to ponder. That's how I look at things. You know, so that's what I would say where that is concerned, you know. So yeah, see what you guys are saying in the chat. So remember, guys, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Big up, Simon. Says XZ7. Big up. How are you doing? Big up, Simon. Coach Grimmy. Cough, Karen Archer. I don't believe that there was a conversation with Cameron Archer. Kamara London says, big up you, brother, and always have. Big up, Kamara. All is well. Hope you're doing well. Mr. Galaxy says, ice cream truck. Yeah, man, but no, where Mr. Your mind is on. Your mind upon ice cream truck. That is where your mind upon. Yeah, man, your mind upon ice cream truck. It's all right, though. It's all right. Your mind upon ice cream truck. But it's okay. That's all right. Understand. It's okay. That's all right. No problem. But yeah, that's fine. Fully understand what you're saying. Wonder if Whisper impressed in training today. That is a very good question, my friend. A very good question. Big up yourself. How was Douglas and Richards in your opinion? I wasn't at the session, but my understanding is that it was a productive day. Big productive day. Brother, big up yourself. Big up Kemar. Big up. Whisper needs to leave Jamaica. Yep, for many reasons. It's time. It's time, in my opinion. Whether it might be Belgium or France, I think it's time. It's time. Check in from work, but still in the streets. Blessings, everyone in the chat. Big up Travis. If you guys haven't already, smash the like button. And after you guys smash the like button, it's quite simple. Hit the subscribe button as well. Right? So, yeah. That's right, guys. That's all you got to do. I'm sure it'll be fun. Just smash the subscribe button. And we take it from there. Your list, Simon. So, Mr. Galaxy, mine is simply a top three. And the top three are the names within the faces that you saw within the thumbnail. Shamar Nicholson, Kemar Roof, that's right, Raise the Roof, and Mikel Antonio. I was making the point that in the past 3 World Cup qualifying cycles, Jamaica averaged less than a goal per game in the qualifying. We'll have to go back to the 2010 cycle where Jamaica averaged more than a goal a game, or a goal, or at least a minimum of a goal per game. And that basically tells the entire picture. If you're not scoring, how are you going to win? So, by the time the qualifiers come around next year, players will need to be on form when they're called up. So, there has to be a conversation. Reputation versus form. Who are you going to go with? So, for an example, let's say that Mikel Antonio is having a dry period. However, Shamar Boza Nicholson has scored 9 goals in his last 9 games for club, and it's international duty. Do you start the both of them? I know it's a little bit more. We have to dissect it a little bit harder than that. I really, really understand, because you have to look at the quality of the opponent. You have to look at how they set up as well, generally speaking. So I know it's a bit more general than that. I would go with both. That's me personally. I think you have a leeway in team selection for perhaps 2 or 3 persons based on reputation, and everybody else for me has to be all about form. For me, form has to be an incredible factor to it. Form and how you fit exactly how I want you to play. And if you're able to play and you're able to materialize and able to gel how I want you to play, then we're cooking with gas. We're cooking with gas at the end of the day. Trevor Siobhan Pierre, bless. Chris Smith says, up. Big up to everybody. Hope everyone had a good day, had a productive day. And tomorrow is the second and last day of this 2-day camp. And certainly in many aspects, you would think it would be a day where there is a increase in intensity in relation to the trainings. So that's something that we can look forward to. That's something that we can expect. Yeah, that's right. Just look forward to it. Right? So we need to commend what has been done. We need to commend the work that has been done. And in addition to that, I've commissioned the work that Coach Hammer Helgrimson has done in terms of having this camp, being able to put everything together. And I want Coach Hammer Helgrimson to succeed. Football Highlight says, up, Simon. How are you doing, JFH? All is well? Marcus Mazaigar says, up, Simon. Blessing to all those in the chat. Brooklyn Cold. Wow, Brooklyn Cold. I heard that Florida was chilly, so I can only imagine Florida, which of course is very much closer to Nunavut and much, much closer to the North Pole and much, much closer to Greenland and much, much closer to, that part of the world. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, honestly, hope you and the family are doing good. Stay warm, drink plenty soup. Jamaican footballers highlight says, "What's the chances we see Zach Lovelace?" If I had to put a percentage on it, for Zach, I would have to say 50-50 because it really is dependent upon getting that citizenship and passport. If that citizenship and passport is secured, then that goes from 50 to 100%. But it only depends on ensuring that the passport and citizenship is done and received in a quick manner. Once that is done, then everything else will fall into place. At Monday's press conference with Maron Gordon, he said that Zach's father, I believe, had some challenges. But as we know in life, guys, challenges are something that can be overcome. Challenges are something that can be basically overtaken. Challenges are something that can happen, you know? So, yeah, that's what we can reflect upon. That's what we can think about. So, let's process that for a moment because Zach, if he's eventually in Guatemala, then you're looking at somebody that will be top scorer, golden boot winner. I'm absolutely certain about that. That's how confident I feel about this. That's how I feel about the entire situation. Mhm. That's how I feel. In the climate, mushroom of sinus, bro, good game. Arnett underestimated Dundolan, good game overall. Yeah. How about Nick Daly? Do you think he should be called up? If I'm being completely frank with you, I don't have any qualms at all with the 32 players that have been selected for camp. I don't have any qualms with it at all. This is a 2 day camp where Coach Halgrimson is looking at the local players. There will be other opportunities. So, Nick Daly, Romain Blake, other players who have not been called up to this 2 day camp, if they continue to excel, their opportunity will come. Whether it is at another 2 day camp, another domestic based camp, or even taking the plane with the national team to Mexico, their opportunity will come. Their opportunity will come. Any update on Damari Gray? Well, Damari Gray's documents have not been submitted. So that's where we're at, folks. O'Neill Kelly, that's the situation. I know it sounds frustrating and repetitive in some aspects, but that's where things are. Disappointing. Disappointing, eh? And at some point, you're going to have to say to yourself, okay, let's just press forward. Let's just press forward. We're going to hope for the best. If he comes and he's part of the program, great. If not, then just have to press forward. That's how I feel it should be. Mm-hmm. Referee Mars says it seems like the coach don't want to disclose any new players, keeping it a secret, says Referee Mars. You don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Nicky Daly have not kicked ball all now from Mount Pleasant Academy, so how him forget a call. That's Travis. Honestly, guys, everybody's gonna have their favorites. Everybody's gonna have their favorites. I'm personally delighted to see Jason, right? Because it feels like not the prodigal son, but it feels like the player that was supposed to break out 12 years ago finally getting a sip of water. And if that sip of water takes him to further things, then brilliant. But he's played football in Romania, so he knows exactly the demands on him. Same thing happened to me worst I work in the AC, but I'm getting better still. Hope you are better soon. That I'm aware of. Shout out to Andre Gray, he's doing well too. Andre's doing a fantastic job. For me though, Andre is important and critical, and I want persons to be fully aware of his responsibilities. Andre, for me, doesn't have to score 10 goals in 20 games for Jamaica. He doesn't. He doesn't even to have 10 assists in 20 games for Jamaica. What I need him to do is from the opening whistle from the referee to the final whistle from the referee to work his socks off. To, at every time off the ball, be able to win back possession for Jamaica and ensure that he holds up the ball well so that his teammates can find the necessary space. And of course, his precise pass will make the decision and will determine everything as it relates to a genuine goal scoring opportunity or a loss of possession. New. The definition of new. Andre Gray blowing up a storm in Greece. Yeah. Simon, what about the England group that said they're willing to help with the passport players? So you're talking about the Leeds, the Jamaica Leeds Society, right? So the Jamaica Leeds Society, they're an organization that helps culturally, and they are determined towards helping everything that is Jamaican related within, by extension, the Yorkshire area. And it's the same for the Jamaica Manchester Society as well. Now, Marcus, they're not going to do the homework of us, myself as an analyst. They're not going to do the homework of the Jamaica Football Federation. The Jamaica Football Federation would basically have to say, listen, there's 16 players in the West Yorkshire area that have Jamaican heritage. Could you please help us in this process? Because you have great communication and great links to the high commissions in Birmingham and in London to be able to get these documents expedited as soon as possible. So the stakeholder that has to make the first move would have to be the Jamaica Football Federation. The Jamaica Leeds Society can say, yeah, we're willing to help, which they have said they are willing to help. But they would have to get the instruction as it relates to the first step. They would have to know exactly what are they going to do. Just walk around Leeds looking for players that were born to Jamaican parents or grandparents? No, not at all. And that would be daft of them to do that. But if they get names or clubs or addresses of these individuals, all the better. All the better. All the better. So Dishon Bernard, etc. It helps. All the better. Romain is the best under 20 defender in Jamaica. Let's have Simon. Hope you and the family are well, says Ayas Abs. I'm doing well. Hope you are doing well. And you and the family are also doing okay. Local based players to the national team. Jamaican footballers highlights Romain mental for the good is pretty good. Blake Hilton says, bless up, Simon. Bless up. How are you doing? Hope the family is doing okay as well. What's new? Do let me know your thoughts. And let's hear what you guys have to say. Simon, what about Tyrese Campbell from Stoke? The last I understand, J. Ross, is that Ricardo Fuller was going to have a conversation with him. Has that conversation happened? I'll have to follow up on it, J. Ross. But Ricardo Fuller said that he was going to have a conversation with those at Stoke City in the first team and also the academy of those individuals that have Jamaican heritage. So, yeah. Bless up everyone in the chat, says Blake Hilton. Big up, big up, big up. Local base players and MLS players is waste of time if USA moving away from MLS players. That's why rejoicing over them and they're. You're saying that Jamaicans shouldn't look at the MLS or where specifically? But I think the MLS is a good league, but I don't think it's just like the USL. I don't think it should be a place where you say, yeah, I'm gonna make it in a life. If you're in MLS, I look at you and say, okay, 2, 3 seasons, and bam, you know where to go next. Watch Romain Blake for Waterhouse. He was very good for them, although they lost 1-0 to Tivoli. Up, up, up. If you guys are just tuning in, smash the like button. If you guys are just tuning in, smash the like button. If you guys are just tuning in, smash the like button. Smash the like button. So guys, if you haven't already, smash the like button. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Well, let me know your thoughts. Let's hear what you guys have to say. So yeah. Romain is so composed on the ball. He's class. I can't wait, honestly. I can't wait to see the next step. Of course, that is when he advances, makes movements up on the pitch, and, you know, I think it's only a matter of time before he gets an opportunity in relation to a national call-up. Just a matter of time. Big man baller at any time, look past his height and give him a chance that you'll reach for. He says, Simon, how was your day? My day was a productive day. If you guys haven't already, do and check out the videos in relation to the 32-member squad that was called up for camp. And in addition to that, do check out the video in relation to the interview with Andre Blake. Andre Blake touched on some very, very important things, and I implore you guys to go and check it out. Andre Blake spoke about Nations League, the Gold Cup. He spoke about MLS, spoke about the opportunity in Holland that he had and why he didn't accept the opportunity in the Eredivisie. So, yeah. So please do check it out. Hi, Simon. How are you? This is Sean Chambers. Hey, Sean. I'm doing good, thanks. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. How things? Wayne Pickersgill says, bless up, Simon. Bless up, Wayne. What's going on? Everything is good? While USA and Mexico and Canada seeking for generational talent, we're rejoicing over some waste man. Who's the waste man that we are rejoicing over? I don't see Jamaica national team going anywhere unless our mindset changed. One step at a time, Dr. Joyful. One step at a time. Marcus Messiah Garvey, always respect your thoughts in the comments. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for always being in tune and tuning in. Thanks, Simon, for the clarification. Maximum respect every time. JFF need to partner with the Lead Society to make life easier. Jamaica Leeds Society, the Jamaica Manchester Society, the Jamaica Birmingham Society, and also the Jamaican High Commission in London. If Jamaica can tie down those four partnerships, then we're looking at an absolute bright future because those four areas in particular, London, the Midlands, Manchester, and Yorkshire, those are the four areas in England where you have the largest Jamaican contingencies and populations. Of course, Bristol has Jamaicans. Of course, Nottinghamshire has Jamaicans. And of course, there's a small pocket of Jamaicans in the Northeast. But those are the four major areas. Yeah. Something to consider. Something to really, really consider. The coach speak to one or a couple of the Everton players. Blake Hilton says, bless. Oh, Christmas says Blake Hilton, bless. Okay. Big up. Bless up Simon says, best as documentary. El Padrino says, big up Simon, JR, CS, SP, MMG, big up. Don't forget SP. Don't forget Mr. Galaxy. You have to heal up Mr. Galaxy as well. You know, Mr. Galaxy, a big boss. How is the big man Maps doing at his club? Maps is enjoying his time at Burton Albion. Although he's not in London, he's enjoying playing football again. He's enjoying being in an environment where he's appreciated, where he's loved. It's a 1-year contract, so it expires in the summer, and it will really depend on finances if the club will be able to extend his deal a further year, because Map's wages are not cheap, and quite rightly so. There's a man that played a decade in the Premier League, a man that has played in Australia, all-star team, a man that has over 60 caps for Jamaica, Jamaica's highest capped dual national player, a man who has captained Jamaica, a man that was part of Jamaica's squad in the Gold Cup 2015 where Jamaica got the silver medal, a man that was a captain of the Jamaican team when Jamaica recorded one of its most biggest ever victories in football, which of course was that 2-1 victory over Chile. So for me, it was basically in that line of, yeah, Maps is still doing good, and Maps wouldn't mind playing football for another 4 years. Give us maximum respect every time, family. Rob Smith says, I know Ball of the youth is intelligent, one of the better local players. Sean Chambers says, I'm good. Which club in the Eredivisie was interested in Blake? It's a team that was not playing Champions League, so that's what I can say. It wasn't a Ajax, it wasn't a Feyenoord, it wasn't a PSV. So yeah. Rob Smith, even in the all Manning and all the Costa Cup match, I could see that he better than most of them who get hype, and Douglas is a next underrated talent. El Padrino says, Mr. G, big up boss. Simon, blessings, good interview today. Thank you for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it, guys. So I encourage you guys to please do let me know. Do let me know about the interview with Andre Blake. If you have watched it, smash the like button. If you haven't watched it, smash the like button and go and watch that video. All right? So I encourage you. Yep. Signs for a team in Slovenia. Was at Dehaney Park at one point as well. Great move, great opportunity for him. And he's tied to the Slovenian club Musa until the summer of 2025, Travis. So That's 2.5 years. That's not just a 1 year or a short-term deal to the summer. It's an extended period of time. So Kevin Cohen, I know you're watching this. Big up, Kevin. Marcus Spencer says no. Maps are real general, my favorite reggae boy baller. Maps is a G. Maps is a G. Simon Cameron Archer, 21 years old. Why are we not looking on those players who have EPL and championship experience? Yeah, I'm sure that's these are there are names that the coaches are in a sense are aware about. But as the coach said in his interview when he came on the island, it's not about calling 10, 15, 20 new faces at one time. There has to be a process in things. There's 18 months to go until the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. In that period of time, Jamaica has the Nations League, the Gold Cup, there'll be friendly matches to prepare the team as well. Potentially, Jamaica will also be in the Copa America next year. So you're looking at three solid tournaments where there can be a little experimentation and possibly we're looking to go and win a couple of trophies. And I think if Jamaica's actually able to go on and win a couple of trophies, that would be a massive, massive deal. If Jamaica ends this calendar year with a Gold Cup title or a Nations League crown, you can't chat to it. You can't chat to it because Jamaica has proven that they can win a trophy and can beat any team in CONCACAF on their day. Marvin Ferran says, "Good night, Simon. How are you?" Corey Adai is now the only goalkeeper at Carlton. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. 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 So yeah, you're right. Just checking what's up. Well, Marvin, we were just having a discussion as it relates to the forwards moving forward. And the reality of the situation is that the 2022, the 2018, the 2014 World Cup qualifying cycle, Jamaica averaged less than a goal per game. The 2010 cycle was the last time Jamaica averaged more than a goal per game. So that has to be one of the areas that is given the priority and strength that it deserves in the qualifiers. Mm-hmm. He did, didn't he? There's a grand opportunity now for him to get those games, get those minutes, and strengthen forward. Every player should sign to Kevin Cohen if it gets players out. Of course, it gets players out. Kevin is an absolutely brilliant agent. Market says on the next interview with any of the JFF representatives, we should ask them about partnering with the four societies in England that is important to us. Very good question, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Absolutely, 100%. For sure. Simon Hokumido doing an interview with the under 17 players. Okay, youth inspiring, uplifting. So there's a number of things when you're dealing with players under the age of 17. One, they're minors. Two, you need, firstly, permission from parents, their parents or guardian, for this to go ahead because you're dealing with minors. You're not dealing with adults. So when I did an interview with Cuba Mitchell, when I did an interview with Cameron Eubank, Cameron Eubank's father had to give me the go-ahead. Cuba Mitchell's father had to give me the green light. Cameron Eubank's father was right beside him. And Cameron Eubank's father basically wanted to know the questions that were going to be asked to Cameron Eubank. You have to be very delicate when you're dealing with under 17 players. It's not just going up and doing an interview with an Andre Blake or doing an interview with a James Baird or doing an interview with a Richard Edwards or Andre Campbell. Not of that nature. Not of that nature at all. It's different. It's really, really is different, and it's something that you can't brush aside at all. If we're running a 4-4-2, Leon must be a second striker who'd be wasted at right mid or left mid. I'm going to have to agree with you there that in a front two, in a 4-4-2, absolutely. I will try my best. Usually agents don't like to speak, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I'll reach out, see what happens, but yeah, I'll work on it. Sure. So yeah, it's something worth considering. Rob Smith, real talk, because Leon Bailey doesn't do anything defensively. Jogs back, doesn't he? Mr. Galaxy says, I hope Zach Lovelace gets through. I really want to see him play in the black, green, and gold. Absolutely. Zach Lovelace is in Guatemala. Woohoo! World Cup, book a ticket to Peru, because a World Cup where I go, arriba, arriba, Peru, sí. Viaje en avión, sí, Sudamérica, Perú para la Copa Mundial Sub-17, golazo de Jamaica. Sí, golazo de Jamaica en el Mundial para 2023, sí, golazo, gol. Gol de Jamaica. You just got me giddy there, Mr. Galaxy. You just got me giddy. If Lovelace come, he would be our best young talent. Hands down. Hands down. Where are they with Lovelace paperwork? Do you know? His father is working on the birth certificate of Zach's grandmother. And once that can be found, then everything Chris. I believe that's the latest there. Cameron Eubank, done and dusted. Just need the approval from Birmingham City, and he's good. Lumsden should be good to go as well. Lumsden should be good to go. And it should be all systems go after that. So yeah. Is Lovelace committed long term to Jamaica or to Rangers? Because did I watch the deal as it relates to this person in particular? I did a what is the deal on Zach Lovelace, and I implore you to do check out the what is the deal I did on Zach Lovelace and give me your thoughts. I think the 4-4-2 was dead until I saw Unai Emery play it. The formation is really awesome. He played 6-3-1 in defense and 4-3-3 in attack. And such RM and a left mid will not be wasted should be played. Look, Coach Jaime Helgrimson is an extremely intelligent coach. Extremely intelligent. He knows exactly what he wants. He knows exactly how to get the best out of the players that he wants as well. So for me, I'm not concerned. I know that there will be exciting things to discuss. Give it time. Give it time. And it will fall into place. Yes, of course. Of course, absolutely. Zach is supremely talented. I think it's only a matter of time before we start to see more in the first team of Rangers. Maybe even the latter part of the season as well. Yeah. Who is a player from the US that joined the under 17? From Columbus Crew. Huge. What's his name? Huge. Plays in Columbus in the States. Good player. Aaron Hurge, yeah. Hurge, correct. Thank you very much, Jamaica Football Pirates. You are absolutely correct with that name. Yep, Columbus Crew Academy within the United States. He's 16. He was born 2007, so eligibility is not a question. He's a central midfielder. He was also part of the United States under 15 team not too long ago as well. And we're looking at a player that is gifted, really gifted. So look out for that. Lumsden is one of the best under 20 players in the United States. Yep. He is. He is. And I can't wait to see if everything goes through and the green light is given. That's what it would mean. I can't wait. So yeah. So we had a chat about the Roderick Granville and Shantamoy Taylor, who are back on the island. And their agent, Peter Allen, is working on something for them outside of Jamaica as well. So once there's information, I'll make you all be aware. Any friendlies for the under 17 team? Coach Marin Gordon says most likely there'll be friendlies on the island. So, and that will be before departure, which is February 8th. So what Coach Gordon is saying is that the plan is to get 2 friendlies before departure. So that is something that we can look out for. 2 friendlies before departure. So yeah, that's what we can look out for. 2 friendlies before departure. So yeah. So yep, that's something to consider. I hope Whisper and his team understands the importance of this call-up. I hope he makes a good impression. I'm absolutely confident that he will. All right, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for smashing the like button. If you haven't already, smash the like button. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button as well to Reggae Boyz Commentary for more content. All right, guys. Really, really appreciate it. More stuff coming your way, more content to come. Tomorrow, you'll definitely see some interesting content. Do you know if we'll participate in the CSC Games this year? It's still to be confirmed by the organizing committee, Casco, if there will be a football tournament at the CSC Games. Based on the how it should be, it's usually the top two Caribbean teams from the Under-20 CONCACAF Championship that would qualify for the CSC Games. Domrep was the highest ranked Caribbean team, and Jamaica was the second highest ranked Caribbean team. So Jamaica should be involved in the CSC Games. Should. And on the women's side of things, it's the same thing as well. So it's all about now if Casco has approved football to be part of the calendar of the CSC Games. But that is something that will be revealed in due course. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. So if you guys haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary for more content. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.